Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
Of the American Blind Association. He's the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula bore formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
Sean, we have Cecilia Amo. She's like a rock star estate planning attorney, kids protection planning, pet trusts, anime fan, and she happens to have the same eye disease that you happen to have. So Cecilia is here. She has great energy. From my heart to yours, Cecilia, thank you for joining The Real Raw.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Cecilia, welcome to the party. Thank you for being here. You have retinitis pigmentosa?
Yes, I was diagnosed about 6 years ago, and I left full-time practice, and I kind of did my own thing for a while. And this year I started my own law firm doing estate planning, kind of trying to change the way estate planning is done.
That's extraordinary. Congratulations, and thank you so much for being here. What's your fun fact?
Well, I guess my fun fact is that I used to one of my past jobs included being a door girl for an anime J-pop dance club.
That is truly outstanding. Do you know Bella Verita before this? We'll find out. So thank you very much for that. Gina, we have hip hop, anime, dancing with attorneys opening their own firms, and we got more.
We do. All right. We got some judges, Sean. We are to see if one of the judges wants to step into the role of the participant because one just was sick at the very last minute. So we have a Miami native, Haitian descent, Brunalee Lalane, rock star trial attorney, national Black lawyers, top 40 under 40, assistant Broward County public defender for 6 years before she where she is right now, and she inspires her community through her work. And we are very glad you're here, Brunalee. Welcome to The Real Raw.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here. I believe I'm in such great company with all these rock stars, actually. So I am very happy to be here. I'm happy to participate. And thank you for having me.
Yeah, and it's pronounced Brunalee?
Brunalee, like a brew, like a beer, Nalee.
Brunalee. Sorry about that.
Yes.
So thanks, Brunalee. And what's your fun fact, Brunalee?
My fun fact is while I was in law school, I started doing makeup and I was a makeup artist. And now I guess I got hit with the bug recently because I haven't done it in like 5 years. And now I do makeup for fun, only for fun, where I get to, I play by my own rules in my own firm, and I get to play by my own rules in life. So, I'm doing everything a little different. I got red hair, orange eyeshadow.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Bella, are these all of your friends today?
They do definitely feel like my friends today.
Well, Bruna Lee, welcome to the party and congratulations on living your intentional best life.
Thank you.
Gina.
She's an LA native raised by Iranian parents. She founded Goody Law Group in 2019 and was an attorney at a boutique art firm before that. Tally Goody is here with us today. And she now focuses on PI and employment law, Sean, and there's so much more about her. She was featured in Yahoo Finance and one of 13 who are changing the game in the legal industry, mentoring future generations of the legal industry. Welcome, Tally Goody. We are so glad you're here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited.
Yeah, hey, and it's Tally?
Yes, Tally.
Yeah, Tally, welcome to the party. And how about a fun fact about you, Tally?
I am a single malt Scotch connoisseur. It's my favorite thing.
This is unquestionably Bella Verita's people today, Gina Ricci.
100%.
Love it.
Is there like a special pool of amazing people we're inviting called like Bella's contact list and best friends and ecosystem?
If there was,
Yeah, no, Tally.
these fine folks would be on it for sure.
Yeah, no, Tally, that's awesome. And what do you like to do for fun, Tally? Where do you like to drink those single malts?
Where? I mean, anywhere is fine. I mean, at home, bar, wherever.
Wherever they're serving.
Wherever.
That's it. Awesome. Well, Tally, thank you so much for being here. And we appreciate you for sure. Gina.
Next up, he's a rock star in finance and insurance, like investment advisor securities. Mr. Ernie Caponegro is here with us today. Go ahead, Ernie. Did I say it wrong? Go for it. Caponegro. He began his career with E.F. Hutton back in the day, and once was treasurer for Jersey City Unico, Sean, in the 90s. Welcome, Ernie. So glad you're here. I hail from Jersey City originally. So anyway, welcome to the party. Yeah, exactly.
Ernie, is it true when E.F. Hutton speaks, people listen?
I wish it was the case still, but they're dead now.
Yeah, without a doubt. So hello. So thank you very much. Hey, Ernie, did you by any chance, did you know any of the people in the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office from back in
Actually, my brother-in-law used to work there.
Yeah. Did you know Jeff Ziegelheim by any chance or no? He was an assistant prosecutor.
Name sounds familiar, but I also ran for a congressional seat in Jersey City back in the 90s.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
When the whole crew, including Brett Schindler, was mayor. That was the first year that our illustrious senator was running, Menendez.
Yes.
He was actually running against one of the guys on my ticket. There's a lot of interesting stories about his situation, but we won't go there today.
I am sure. My family is from Jersey City originally. I was born at Margaret Haig Hospital.
Oh, okay, sure. We still own some property in Marion.
My family's from Marion. It is a very small world, Ernie, and welcome.
Really?
Yes.
Same last name? What street?
No. My family is from Marion, I'm saying, and they lived right off of Central Avenue. You know,
okay.
Yeah.
My in-laws are from Marion, right by Mount Carmel Church on Wales.
Yes. I was Dr. Arcus and Hamilton were my pediatricians back in the day. They were right off on the boulevard. And
you go to school in the neighborhood?
I did not. My family did. My uncle Jimmy went to St. Peter's High School. He went to St. Peter's College. My mom went to St. Al's. St. Al's, and my aunt went to St. Anne's. So my
cousins graduated from Peters. I graduated from Bergen Catholic.
You went to Bergen Catholic?
Yeah, right down the road from your office.
Yeah, that's crazy. And P.S. Final is my dad went to Dickinson High School, which obviously was.
My wife graduated from Dickinson.
Oh my God, very small.
What year did your father get out? Your mother?
Okay, so my dad would have graduated from Dickinson. He's 75, excuse me. So he would have graduated from Dickinson. Oh boy, that would have been 40, let's go, 7 years ago. So that would put him at.
It's a little older than I am, yes.
Yeah, so that would put him back in the early 60s. He would have been a Dickinson grad.
Small world. Well, I got out in 75.
Oh, very cool. Well, welcome to the party. What's a fun fact besides all those fun facts?
I still own the first brand new car that I ever bought, a 1980 TR7 British sports car.
Well, good for you, man. And where do you live now, by the way, Ernie?
I live in Point Pleasant.
Nice. Oh my God, this is like intersection after intersection. So love Point Pleasant. I played for the Point Pleasant Expos, the semi-pro baseball team back during college when I played at Columbia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I love the Point and all the things. And Art Rooney was the coach, and he owned like the original, I think, Jersey Mike's franchise.
Yeah.
Back in the day. So Ernie, welcome to the party. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Gina.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that was so cool. We have Sujit Sutherson, 30-year-old criminal defense lawyer out of Toronto, a barrister, that is, right? Parents fled the country of Sri Lanka. What?
Gina, I told you that all of Bella's friends are here today. Associates. So
you're right. Yeah, and he was interested in law from grade 12 and pursued it, and he's with us today. Welcome, Sujit. So glad you're here.
Yes, I am happy to be here. Happy to represent Canada. I feel like I'm the only Canadian here, but nice to meet you all.
We have a lot of fine folks from Canada. Canadians, welcome to the building. And it's pronounced Sujit. Is that correct?
Sujit.
Sujit.
Yeah, Sujit. Sujith.
Got it. Thank you, Sujit. And how about your fun fact for today?
Well, I think most of my friends find it entertaining that despite being 6'3" and about 250 pounds, I get very afraid of birds. So they find that to be a fun fact. I feel like Brunelli is agreeing with me, so I'm happy I'm not alone.
What is your issue with birds, Sujit?
All of it. I think their feathers, the way they look at you from the side eyes, their beaks, the fact that they can fly and I can't. I think all of it is freaky.
Brunelli is like cheering on, like agreeing with this.
So let's introduce, thank you, Sujit, for being here today. Appreciate you very, very much. Welcome to the party, my friend. Thank you, everybody, for being here. The sales sorcerer started selling tots. No, she was selling crafts as a tot, not selling tots on her front lawn as an 8-year-old. Bella, you were not selling tots. Is that correct?
No, it's not selling tots. No.
As an 8-year-old on her front lawn. And then she progressed to becoming a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing, moving on to becoming the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. Today, she is the CEO, founder, chief sales sorceress with Align Sales, aka Align Talent, finding all of those amazing, heart-centered warriors that can help you build, scale, and grow your business in the roles of sales, marketing, soon to be many other things. Bella Rita, ladies and gentlemen. Bella, welcome to the party.
Why, thank you, Sean Callaghy. It is a pleasure to be here.
It is a pleasure to have you. Bella, you, unlike our new friend Sujith and unlike Brunelli, you actually enjoy birds. Do you not?
I love birds. I live in South Florida, and there's like a lot of birds nests, up here. So I sit outside on my front porch every morning and like listen to the birds chirp. And then Alexa wakes me up every morning to birds chirping at 5:30 in the morning. I love birds chirping.
Yes, being on a call with Bella is like being in the middle of a Disney princess movie with the birds chirping in the background. So Bella, what is your fun fact besides your love for birds?
Sean, my fun fact is I ordered a magic wand so that I can make dreams come true. So I now, for my calls, I have a magic wand because that's what I do. I make dreams come true.
That is absolutely extraordinary. And it is perfectly fitting. Gina, are you shocked that Bella has a magic wand?
I am not shocked. I was admiring this magic crystal on her chest, and now she has a magic wand. You were totally like a fairy.
Yes, that's true.
For sure. Gina, we love you. Thank you for launching us today. And I just want to get clarity for sure. It's Cecilia and Sujith are amazing participants.
Sujith, what do you say? We have our participant was sick at the last minute. So
yeah. So what do we got?
What do we got? We got Sujith. What do you say, buddy? What do you say? You want to step in?
I have no clue what we're doing, but sure, if we need someone to step in, I'll step in.
Here for Sujith stepping up. By the way, there's been more than 3,000 people that have appeared on the Real Raw, like the 5 of you amazing people, some as participants, some as judges. Both are equally painless, fun, exciting, but it does take courage and vulnerability. So thank each and every one of you for being here. We're going to have fun, be loving, unpack the superpower of influence causing massive acceleration. Gina Ricci, thank you for launching us here today, my friend.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you for creating this crazy fun show designated to create heart-centered, integrous leadership, which is an integrous influence, which is the gateway to scale and grow your money, your time, and your magic. And Sean, what you do in the world, I could not be more grateful to be a part of. So thank you. There is just so much more I want to say, but I know you got to kick this thing off. So welcome to the multiverse, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, Gina. Bella, you ready in the multiverse to get this thing rocking?
I am ready in the multiverse, my friends.
So I feel like since we had a quick ailment and Sujith hopped in his amazing kindness all the way from Canada. Bella, did you wave your magic wand and make Sujith appear from Canada? Is that what happened?
And that's what happened.
Yes.
That's what I do, Sean. I make magic happen.
Perfect. So I think since he's just settling in, what do you think of giving him a break and letting him go second? But it's your call.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I think Cecilia is like ready to go. She just has that leadership energy about her. So, I say she's ready to go.
I think so. Cecilia, is Bella Verita the sales sorceress? Is she reading you correctly?
I guess so. I'm ready. I also don't know what's going on though, because I've never participated in anything like this, and it was kind of last minute. So I am with you, Sujith.
Cecilia just came from a real raw open.
Okay, amazing. Cecilia, do you know why you've never participated in anything like this?
Because nothing else like this exists.
Brilliant! I told you she was brilliant and a leader. I knew it.
Yeah, this is not Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. So more on that later. So there's surprising turns around every corner, but nothing dangerous.
Willie's got a new bar of chocolate out anyhow.
Yes, I know. I'm thrilled. And it is a true fact that I listened to this weekend, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, for the first time in my life to see how much the book and the movie with Gene Wilder differ, as well as, of course, the movie with Johnny Depp, which had Willy Wonka as super creepy and was not aligned with anything to do with the book or the original movie. Story for a different day. But Cecilia, Bella Verita will be anybody you want her to be. The idea is integrous influence, how you and Sujith go from hello to yes. Because, of course, everything begins after yes in the world. Our selling, our marketing, our managing, our leading, our recruiting, all of it. Money, time, and magic flows from the word yes with integrity. And the opposite of integrity, of course, is pitching, hooking, closing, boiler room meets Wolf of Wall Street. But how do integrous, heart-centered individuals drive forward to achieve the life of their dreams? And the first step of that, of course, is meeting people and talking to them. So what does that look like? And the micro distinctions that cause the difference, I don't know, between Oprah Winfrey, multi-billionaire person of extraordinary impact, and somebody who just misses getting a TV show, because if you met them at a cocktail party and knew neither, they probably wouldn't appear on the surface to be too terribly different. That's the game we're playing here. Does that sound fun, Cecilia?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so whoever you would like Bella to be, any of those avatars, marketing, selling, ideal client, leadership situation, management, recruiting, could even be charitable, investment, whatever it would be. What's a yes that matters to you, though, Cecilia, in the world, and therefore, who would you like Bella to be?
Well, since I just started my my firm this year, a potential client, I suppose, and who is thinking about estate planning, but not quite sure. I mean, like the average person.
Yeah, beautiful.
Hasn't made a decision yet.
I've never really been average in my life, but we could give it a shot.
Really work hard at role playing as average. Is that okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So, Cecilia, quick fun fact, and for everybody, and I say this only because of the commonality we have here today of both being blind from retinitis pigmentosa or visually impaired for sure. I've had the privilege of being on the board of the American Foundation for the Blind. President and dear friend Kirk Adams is a part of our Unblinded world and ecosystem. And we've raised for the American Foundation for the Blind almost—
It's a very, very small amount. So the thing with Sean is like, he has a hard time like raising money. So, where most people maybe like at an event, maybe raise like 50 or 60,000. Sean raises like 500,000 and 600,000 in like 30 minutes every single time.
Yeah. So thank you, Bella, for that. We raised just short so far this year of $1 million for the American Foundation for the Blind. And when collections are rounded up from which it's occurred, it will be over $1 million. So contribution and charity is a major part of the yes dynamic. How you add value, that's what we're playing with. Bella Rita, you're not average, but pretend for a little bit, support Cecilia, and take us in, please.
All right. Hello, this is Bella.
Oh, hello. My name is Cecilia. I'm from Amala Legacy Planning. Your friend gave me your number, said you were interested in finding out about more about estate planning, and I just wanted to ask you more about where you are and what's making you think about this.
Yeah, it's something that like it's kind of always been in, the back of my head of, what to do. I'm not married, I don't have children, but I'm building a legacy. And so I'm not sure, kind of, should I do something? Should I not? Like, do single people do estate planning? I don't even know where to start, Cecilia.
Well, I'm very happy to talk to you about this and support you in getting an estate plan done, or at least finding out more information about it. A lot of single people think they don't need to plan because they don't have kids. But one thing people don't realize is estate planning also encompasses planning for incapacity. Have you seen that Britney Spears documentary on Hulu?
No, I haven't.
Well, Britney Spears, yeah, she's been in conservatorship since 2006, meaning she hasn't been able to make her own decisions because a judge appointed her father to make those decisions for her. So if you were ever in a position where you, so if you were ever incapacitated and you didn't have a plan saying, I want this person who I trust to make my decisions, then, a judge could appoint a complete stranger.
Wow. So like, in this documentary, did she like trust her father to make decisions, or was that like something that was like forced upon? And like, I would not want my mother or my father making decisions for me. Like, can you appoint anyone?
Yes, you don't have to have your parents. In fact, I did know this young woman who she was kind of meaning to get her estate plan done, and because she did not have a good relationship with her mother, and before she could get it into place, she wound up in a car accident, was in a coma for 6 months, woke up in a completely different state under the care of her mother, and the relationship was strained before, but it's just not good now. So those things are important. Even if you're single, that's one main thing, planning for incapacity.
Yeah, that's something I definitely had never thought of. So thank you for that.
So do you have any other questions about estate planning?
Excuse me, Bill, you have a quick phone call. Your mom is asking about her unblinded tattoo, and she was like questioning why you're talking to an estate planning attorney and has a whole bunch of questions.
Oh, I got to talk to my crazy mother, Cecilia. I will be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent job. We're going to finish the back half of that in just a couple of minutes. How did that feel for you, Cecilia? You did a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was good. I felt like I was trying to be helpful. I mean, that's kind of where the center of everything that I do is my mission is to keep families out of court and out of conflict. Ooh. And thank you. So I want to always just be in a position of help and supporting people to get this important thing done by educating them so that they can make empowered choices.
That is awesome. Well, appreciate that very much. We'll be back in a moment. Sujith, are you ready?
I don't know if ready is the right word, but I can pitch what I know, I guess.
Okay. So here's my quick thought. Just be you. And why do you do what you do, Sujith? Why do you do what you do for people?
And convey that to Bella here.
Yeah, from your heart. Like she's got she could be anybody you want. I'm presuming you'd want her to be potential client, or would you like her to be somebody else?
Potential client makes sense.
Okay. So, and what scenario would you like? How about the police have just broke down the door. Bella's running a plant medicine facility, saving lives around the world, and she is now being hauled away in handcuffs. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay. Bella, in cuffs from jail. Take us in.
Hello, Sujith. Can you help me?
Hey, Bella. Are you currently in custody right now?
Yeah, I broke out in handcuffs. don't
Sorry,
know how
I
they
didn't hear that.
got here.
Wait, I didn't hear that actually. Can you say that again?
I said I broke out in handcuffs and I don't know how I got here.
Do you know what you got arrested for?
I mean, I have an idea, but innocent until proven guilty, right?
Yeah, as your lawyer, I can say that we keep all our conversations confidential. So if I can only help you if you tell me everything you know. So in what scenario were you arrested?
What is important for you to know?
So did they tell you what you were charged with?
Maybe, yes.
I heard from the police that it's something marijuana related.
I mean, but it's legal now, so I don't understand, why I'm getting arrested.
So in some states, having too much marijuana can be a problem. So I'm assuming this is why.
I might have had a little too much, maybe.
Okay, so is this your first time ever being charged?
Yes. Well, as an adult.
Well, I'm not sure if you remember from when you were a childhood, but obviously after you've been charged, there's a little bit of a process that you have to go through. And I have no problem walking you through that process and letting you know what happens if you're interested.
But how does it, since it's like legal now, and I get, maybe I was just slightly over the legal limit. So do you think that we could, there's, going to be a way around this? What are your thoughts? How confident are you I could get out from underneath this? I mean, come on. Everybody smokes pot now. Really?
I think end of the day, of course, the system recognizes that weed is becoming very regular in our society. But that being said, I think it's important to note that every case is different and every Crown attorney is different, and some of them will be stricter than others. So we have to first do the legwork.
What if I was getting it for my dad? Because my dad's got a medical card and he's a Vietnam vet. So what if I was getting it for dad?
I think that will definitely help, but we have to make sure that we address that you're the one that's been charged first. And I think our goal here at our firm is to make sure you go through that process as smooth as possible.
Excuse me, Bella, Pablo Escobar Jr. is on the phone, and he is saying that the 18-wheeler is outside, and he needs to know what to do with it.
My best friend.
She'll be
serious. I'll be back.
Okay.
All right. Excellent job, Susan. Let's see what the judges have to say from round one. Let's begin it with Tally. 30 seconds of feedback for each of our outstanding and amazing participants. Perhaps we start with Cecilia. 30 seconds what worked. Right?
All right. Cecilia. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Score scale 1 to 10. And Bella Verita is the goddess princess. She is the sorceress of time integrity. So at 30 seconds, she will say, and your score is, if you're running long. So please, back to you, Tally.
Okay. Cecilia, you did really great. I liked how you portrayed yourself as really trustworthy from the start. It seems like it was really comfortable to talk to you. You made yourself trustworthy and knowledgeable on the subject, especially when you're bringing up the example about Britney Spears. So I think that was great. So, I mean, I give you an 8 out of 10.
Nice. Excellent, Tally. And what'd you have for Sujith?
Sujith, you did a great job, especially being put on the spot to do this. So great job with your introduction with her. And I liked the way you asked questions. It kind of allowed the conversation to flow naturally. And you're really trying to show hey, you can trust me. It's, just give me all the information. It's gonna be confidential. So I give you an 8 out of 10 as well.
That's good. Tally, is it shocking to you that Bella Verita could wave a magic wand and make Sujith appear from Canada on the Rare Raw? Is that shocking to you?
It's, kind of shocking, I guess. Yeah.
Excellent job, Tally. Ernie, how are you, my Jersey City, New Jersey friend? And what do you have, please, for Cecilia?
Oh, I think you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, the screen just flashed. You back on?
Yeah, we're good. We got you.
Okay. As far as Celia, I think she's very friendly, very open. I would have been more investigative in her questioning, finding out exactly where it hurts, and set the appointment. Been off this phone in 30 seconds. As far as our friend from Canada, and I'm not going to butcher your name, so I would have. I think you were about as informative as you could be with someone who was just a few seconds away from falling on her face, stoned. So I guess you did the best job you possibly could under the circumstances. If it was my phone call, I would have hung up.
Very nice. Excellent job, Ernie. And what scores did you have for Cecilia and for?
I give them both 8s.
But nice. All right. Thank you, brother. Let's go, Brunelli. What did you have, please, for Cecilia?
Cecilia, I think you did a great job. I honestly feel like I felt really comfortable. I wasn't even your client. I felt like, ooh, I want to talk to Cecilia about my situation that's going on. And I think for that particular matter, it's important. It's important for the person to feel comfortable with you because they're going to make decisions that have to do with their life and who they're going to leave it with. So I think it's very important that they feel comfortable with you. And I felt very comfortable with you. So I give you a 9 out of 10.
Thank you.
Sujith, I think that you did the best that you could with the information that was given to you. The woman just broke out of jail, so she's a fugitive. And I was like, you don't want to tell her to turn herself in because might sting a little. But I think you did the best that you can under the circumstances because we've all been there. I know I have with difficult clients. And you were pretty calm, not as calm as I may have been. I may have what Ernie did and kind of hang up and be like, call me back when you're feeling better. So I give you an 8 out of 10. I think you did a great job under the circumstances.
Excellent job, Brunelli. But Brunelli, are you saying that Bella Verita is a difficult client? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, because he was asking straightforward questions and she was like,
yes.
Well, and I'm like, well, I can't really defend you if I don't know what's really going on.
Okay.
And I get it. There are some times where you don't want to know everything. But in this particular case, she wasn't even able to tell Sujith, hey, like I got arrested for pot. Like, can you tell them that? So that he knows, oh, I'm looking at a felony, a misdemeanor. That way he knows, okay, well, you might want to turn yourself in. If you've never been in trouble before, this is not the way to start.
Excellent job, Brunelli. Awesome. So we're going to hit to round 2, Cecilia and Sujith. Great job. Sujith, you're going to kick us off. Bella is back from her phone call with, I don't know, Pablo Escobar Jr. or somebody. So please, Bella, take us in.
Hi, Sujith. I'm back.
Hey, so where we left off was, I think clearly you need a lawyer to help you with what you have going on there. You're on the run. You've been charged with some weed charges. Do you know what you're looking for in a lawyer?
Someone that can prove I'm innocent? Is that too much to ask?
Of course we can prove you're innocent. We just have to make sure that we're set up in the right way. I think what you were talking about earlier with respect to, your father's medical card, is that something you have access to?
I could definitely ask him for it. Now, will it matter that his medical card is in Texas? And we're in New Jersey? Will that make a difference?
Well, once you hire our firm, we can definitely do the research and let you know about the different state laws and how they apply to where we are in particular. But I think either way, it's going to be definitely beneficial to have that documentation.
Gotcha. Have you ever dealt with a case like this before?
Yeah, of course. I think, as you said, a lot of people smoke weed. So I have a lot of clients that come through the door that are weed smokers and get in trouble like this.
Do you smoke weed?
I have occasionally.
So you don't frown upon it. So you would definitely stick up for me then, is what I'm hearing.
Well, if it was up to me, no one would ever get prosecuted for weed. So I'm definitely on your side and I'm ready to go to bat. And we just have to figure out our retainer and go forward.
Fantastic. I'm in.
Yes. that went smoother than expected, but okay, thank you.
How much is he retained fee?
Excellent job, Sujith. Bella Verita, these are your people.
These are people.
I hear you. Cecilia, are you Bella's peeps? And are you ready to go in round 2? She is back. She has decided how large, and by the way, Bella, how large will Mom's unblinded tattoo be?
We have not discussed that fact yet. I'm still a little nervous about the situation. She keeps asking me for the logo, and I might be deflecting the question.
Are you kidding me? Why would that be? We'll later go from hello, yes. So, yes, please take us in, Bella Rita.
Hi, Cecilia. I'm back.
Okay. All right. So how are you feeling about, I know you had questions in the beginning. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I just, I'd like to understand, what the process looks like. I do, I have a few businesses, and so, how does all of that work in estate plan? Like, I just, how does it all work, and what are your recommendations?
Well, my process starts with a 2-hour legacy planning session where I I usually charge $750 for that, but I will waive the fee for you if you just do a few worksheets in advance so that I can be better prepared and you can be better prepared. And during that session, I'll take you through everything that would happen according to the law with all of your assets. And if you're ever incapacitated, and then you tell me what you don't like about that, and then together we'll create a plan. And then, I have many different levels. I work on flat fees, so there's never any surprises. And you pick the right plan for you based on your goals. Does that sound good?
That sounds fantastic.
All right. If I could get your information, and then I have an online appointment system. We can set the appointment up right now, or I can send you the link and you can, pick that day. But, if we get it scheduled right now, I can guarantee you you can get in next month because I'm all booked up for this month. I only take a few clients each month because I want to give them the highest level of service.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, that sounds good. Is there anything that that you think, so you said, it's a month in advance. So, and I remember you telling me the story of like someone that wasn't prepared. And so is there anything that I should do, between now and then, in case of an emergency or in case, something happens so that I am prepared?
Well, one thing I would look into is, a lot of things that people overlook are planning for their digital assets. I'm assuming that you have accounts online that are tied up with, auto pay and everything. And most people think that they can just get any old password manager for that. But I recommend paying for the premium password managers that allow you to designate an emergency contact. Because yes, there's actually been a lot of litigation of families trying to get password information and they can't because that's just, there are a lot of privacy policies in play. And so, like Apple, for example, requires a court order before the family of a deceased family member can access their pictures and videos.
Great advice. Thank you, Cecilia. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. And I really look forward to meeting with you and helping support you through this process.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Cecilia, can you make sure that like Bella designates me as the person in control of all her passwords and all her stuff?
You wouldn't be able to see anything anyway, Sean. Why do you want access to my stuff? What would you do with it?
Because it's going to be worth a ton of value, Bella Rita. God forbid something happens. So of course we're looking for that control.
And do you have a music collection or a Kindle collection, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, Sean definitely wants my Kindle collection. I will get you that password for sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So awesome job, both to Sujith and to Cecilia. We had a little technical difficulty, which Unblinded team, if you can have Chaz light me up. In the interim, and let's get him on that like 4 seconds ago. And on the interim, let's go with this. What do you think, Bella? I think Cecilia. Cecilia, would you like to set the scenario where you get to put me on the hot seat now, and I have to go from hello to yes? So you can set the scenario where I could be, or you would make me any avatar you want. A lawyer, a politician, a salesman of a something. The only request is that it's integrous. So I'm not selling swampland in the middle of somewhere. It's something that is integrous. It's a yes to be gotten. Could be a potential client situation or any other situation that you can think of in fun or reality. And I'll be that person. Would you like to set that scenario, Cecilia?
Sure. Can I be self-serving and do it for my anime outreach? And that you're looking for financial support to help spread the message that people are loved just as they are?
Sure. So who would I be, and what is the yes I'm seeking?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm seeking what? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you are looking for support for this crazy thing where people go to anime conventions and tell them that they are loved just as they are. And the reason for that is because there's actually a high level of depression, and it's the age group where suicide is actually the most prominent. It's like the number 2 cause of death behind accidental deaths. And so there's an actual reason for this. So getting money from someone who doesn't know anything about subcultures, comic book subcultures, anime subcultures, pop culture in general, they're just kind of old conservative, don't understand why this would be important.
All right. So an old conservative like Bella, I'd be talking to, correct?
Yes. And then you're trying to sell, convince her and get them to donate money to this very strange cause that there's like this disconnect between conservative, old-fashioned, and pop culture, and why it would be important to do this in pop culture.
So Sean Callaghan, basically the difference between you and I.
You are very funny, Bella Rita. So, Cecilia, one question though is the charity itself is what? What is the name of it, and what is its mission? To help support youth in anime be less depressed, or youth overall to be depressed? Like, what is the charity? What's the cause?
Okay, so the actual, is it okay if I use my about to? Okay, so the nonprofit is going to be, the name of the group is Jesus Otaku. Otaku is the name for an anime fan, but we can use Parallel Media.
Use whatever you want to use.
Okay. All right.
You want Jesus Otaku?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm communicating with Bella, or actually, you know what? Let's pick. Would you like to pick one of the other people here? It could be Bella. You can pick anybody here to be the parent I'm communicating with. How about it's a parent of a child there, or who do you want the other person to be? I'm seeking the yes from.
It could be a parent. It could just be someone who regularly gives to charity. Maybe it's just some big event where there's people and they're looking to support different causes, and you're there with other people talking about your cause, and they're all the standard normal causes around, and yours is just a little different.
I know how to do this one, Bella. What do you think?
I think you can. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
So, but it's going to be hard and challenging. So who would you like me to do this exercise with, Cecilia? That would be that person I'm seeking the money from. I
feel like Ernie would be the hardest to get a yes from. I don't know.
I have a feeling you're right. Okay. So Ernie,
Ernie just walked away. Is he there? Oh, there he is back.
All right. Ernie, would you be up for playing this game with me?
You gotta take yourself off mute.
And I still do want the life insurance.
I'll take care of life insurance. Sure, you got it.
Thank you. Very nice.
I don't know if Ernie heard what was happening.
I'm so sorry. I have a storefront and there's people coming in and out, and we don't have support staff because everybody got laid off due to the virus. So my partner which is my wife, and I are doing the work of 7 people right now. So it's a little hectic, and I have to turn down a lot of business. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Right.
So what were you asking me? My apologies.
No. Would you like to be in a role play with me right now, or if it's a little bit intense, we can have somebody else do it?
Yeah, I'm a very intense guy, so I'm going to be very harsh and very critical, and I might not be somebody that you guys would want back, because right now all I'm doing is seeing all those rainbows up there in that sky behind Bella, because those are the kind of questions I hear you guys talking, and it doesn't represent 99.99% of the people I meet on a daily basis, and I have thousands of clients. So
could I
I'm from New York, so I'm gonna be a bastard. I'm sorry, because I hear everybody so sweet, and Cecilia, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about with your enemy, and no offense, but are you trying to? And I'm on the board of several companies that help kids, so I'm trying to figure out: are you using Anime, which I'm into as well, that try to help him with therapy.
I love
Is that
it.
what you're selling?
Ernie, be this guy. And I have to now talk to you.
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead. Let me turn it up.
Yep, turn it up. All right.
Go ahead, shoot.
So, Ernie, listen, thank you so much for being here. I love you coming 100 miles an hour, right? Like straight off the bat. So what is it, Ernie, that you do? I know you've had a tremendous impact in COVID. What do you do?
My office is financial services and insurance.
Okay. So you sell life insurance as well, or no?
I sell everything. Okay. Everything from insurance for somebody's house, their car, their life, their Medicare. My wife does all the commercial. We insure restaurants. We insure office buildings. We insure boats. So we do everything a general agency would do. Your local, down the street insurance broker, as well as I manage money from all my years on Wall Street.
Got it. So you clearly are a person who has outstanding level of influence. You're no nonsense, straight ahead, building client relationships, but you've been hit really hard by COVID, correct?
Oh, my business is up 300%. I'm saying I don't have the support staff for COVID.
I mean, you've been hit hard by the amount of business being generated during COVID, and you need to scale and grow, correct?
Oh, well, I'm working 7 days a week, so we're growing.
Yeah. Can I ask this question though? Why are you not scaling, growing, building with all this beautiful
can't hire anybody, can't find anybody. Nobody wants to work because we're on government assistance all over the place. I can't hire people for $90,000 a year that want to work.
Yeah. So it's interesting. If I were to, so who's your optimal client, Ernie?
It depends. What line of business am I selling?
What do you make the most money on? And the number one thing for somebody to walk through your door that makes you the happiest is what?
I take care of their home insurance. I take care of their life estate planning, their life insurance, their retirement accounts, their 529 accounts, their trading accounts. I have a eclectic group of clients.
Got it. But somebody who walks through the door and is open to a universal whole life premium finance deal, that would be an extraordinary opportunity for you. Is that fair in terms of commission based on that? Do you do that or no?
Yeah, but I'm not looking for commission. I'm looking to service the client, take care of his needs, and then he'll come back to me for whatever else he needs if I offer him superior service.
But if people like that were there, obviously, it would seem like people who would be making more money would be more optimal clients for you. Fair or not fair?
Everybody's going to agree to that. No, absolutely.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I'm asking for a specific reason. So here, I know we're running out of time, but listen, I know that you're direct, and I know that direct people are often heart-centered, and I know that a lot of times direct people are sick of hearing bullshit from people all day long about stuff. So I will shoot direct with you. My name is Cecilia, right? And I have visual impairment, and I think there's a lot of hard things that go on in the world. And I have a charity called Jesus Otaku. You may not care. I know you care about charity. That may not be interesting because you probably do a lot of charitable work. But here's what may be interesting. And if it is, we'll have a half an hour conversation. I'm putting together a boat trip out of the Hudson. And it's $5,000 donation per head to be on the boat. My guarantee to every donor that is there is they will meet somebody that is a 7-figure net worth and up person. We have neurosurgeons, orthopedic surgeons. We have a couple of local professional athletes. I'll give you the names in a longer conversation. If that's a boat you want to be on, I'll shoot direct with you. If you shoot direct with me, $5,000 to my charity, which is for kids to not commit suicide. So does that sound like something you'd rather have? Would it be okay? I'm not saying you're going to say yes, but if I could demonstrate that to you, would it be worth a half an hour conversation?
Definitely. I'd like to know more. I'd like to explore it more. I'd like to find out more. Sure.
Yeah. This is what he do, Bella Verita. Excellent job, Ernie. How did that feel for you? Did I speak your language?
Absolutely. Get to the point. Tell me who you are, why I need you, and what you can do for me and what I can do for somebody else.
That's the exact same way I raised $700,000 when there were 65 people who they were not multimillionaires, and $400,000 the weekend before for charity, not a dime going to me at all for charity. So, brother, I love
what I would do.
I love your directness. I love your directness. And just the one thing I would recommend is remembering everybody moves at a different speed. I love what you're doing. I love who you are. And thank you for being here today, Ernie.
It was my pleasure. I hope I didn't get anybody pissed off.
No way, brother. It's about people at all speeds. Cecilia, how did I do as you?
I feel like I learned so much from that. I learned so much. That was really, really great.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, I gave that advice to the American Foundation for the Blind, which I am right now raising more money than anybody for the AFB. I met on a private island with Tim Ballard, the head of Operation Underground Railroad that saves kids from sex trafficking. I told him the exact same thing. It is beautiful to tell the story, but people care about what's in it for them. It's not a bad thing, but to just deal with the reality of what people want to hear about. And if I could have supported you today in that, then it's a good day, because I love, Cecilia, where your mission is and your heart for people. And I agree with you. We have major issues with depression and teen suicide, and I've read lots on it. So thank you for the work. And in fact, one of my daughter's dear friends from high school committed suicide 2 years ago. So I am present to the dynamics and the reality. So thank you.
I understand that.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what the judges have to say. Let's start it with Brunelli. Brunelli. What did you have as feedback today for Cecilia?
Cecilia, like I said before, I think you did a great job, and let me tell you why. Usually when people deal with wills, probate, all that type of stuff, it's usually someone who's older, to be honest with you. There's not a lot of young people, so I think you still did a good job. I mean, I have friends that practice in that area, and you know that they do well by the way that you speak to people, because obviously you're going to be in their lives for a while, at least when it comes to their affairs. So I think you did a good job.
And your score for her is?
Oh, my score for her is 8 out of 10.
Nice. And how about for Sujit?
Sujit, I think that you did a good job. I think when she was asking you questions about whether or not do you smoke pot, things like that, I personally wouldn't answer those questions just because that's just none of her business. I would tell her, listen, and when it came to also the part where she talked about is you're going to make sure I'm innocent. Well, yes, you're innocent until proven guilty, but I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I have to see the entire facts before I can tell you what is the possibility of your case. Because that happens a lot with me in criminal defense.
Nice. Really love your directness, love your energy today. How was your experience on the railroad?
I enjoyed it. I really did. I learned different ways on which to approach. I think my clients get a more direct person. I'm not the friendliest person at times, but what I have to talk about is criminal defense. So it's not about being friendly. So, you know, I learned a different way, maybe how to approach things with Sujit and Bella, because maybe I've had clients that probably would have appreciated that approach. I'm just very direct.
Yeah. So can I make a soft recommendation or offer a thought?
Make a soft recommendation, offer our thoughts?
Yeah. May I offer a thought to you?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
So I would say is our style is irrelevant. All that matters is revealing the truth to the other person through their language and communication techniques, styles, and approach. So you clearly, I am very certain, are an outstanding attorney. Would you agree with that fact?
Yes, I would.
Yeah. And so if people don't say yes to you because their listening isn't opened in the communication dynamic, then they're going to be harmed by not working with you. I think that's very much true because there's an amazing disparity in the skill sets of attorneys. You would agree with that, right, Brunelli?
Agreed, yes.
So in the, and I want to get this right, I apologize, you know, and again, I can't say, it's Bruna, it's
Brunelli. Brunelli.
Brunelli.
You can call me Bru if it helps.
No, Brunelli. I just want to make sure I got it now.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Brunelli, like what we're talking about is the mechanism of all of that, all the different dynamics. So I think you did a wonderful job. I love your directness. And a thought would be always, how do we open the listening of all the different people? I've had the privilege of having 2 top 100 national jury verdicts, and crushed the Inspector General of the state of Arizona who was lying on the witness stand. It's the top jury verdict the last decade in Arizona. And so that, and then we have fun and nice and open listening, and there's variance of energies in a science at the highest microdistinction levels that cause charitable donations, that cause yeses by juries, and understanding how to like assimilate all of that at the highest, most unique level, depending upon the listening closeness. There's an immense difference between talking to Bella, obviously, and Ernie, obviously. huge differences. So how do we communicate with both and get to the same place? So again, thank you for letting me share that, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you for the input. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome job, Bruna Lee. Thank you. Tally, what say you, our new friend, about the work of Cecilia and Sujith, please?
Right. Cecilia, like I said before, you really came off as trustworthy. And I feel like if I was the client or the potential client, I'd feel very comfortable with you being my attorney. So I think that was really helpful. And, you know, in the last call, I really did like how you laid everything out. Like, this is the plan. This is what I'm going to accomplish for you. And, you know, I think sometimes clients want to know, like, what's the time length? How long is this case going to take? So I like that, because I get asked that question a lot. So my score for you, 9 out of 10 for today.
Nice. Excellent job. And for Sujith?
All right, Sujith, you did a great job given the circumstances with a tough potential client. I did like how you were honest. I'm not in criminal defense, so I don't necessarily know if you should have said the pot situation or not, but I appreciated it because I thought that was nice and the client can kind of relate. But yeah, I mean, I think you put everything out there as well as you could given the information you had. So I give you an 8 out of 10 today.
Nice. Well, Tally, thank you so much for that. And how was your experience today on the Real Raw?
Great. I feel like I saw a lot of different perspectives on, how to talk to potential clients, because I have the same situation where I get different calls, but my cases are personal injury and employment law. So a little bit different. So it was very helpful, and I was glad to be here today. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you, Tally. And just for everybody, this conversation of yes certainly doesn't apply just to clients. One of our clients in Unblinded, Rob Gill in Financial Services, to Ernie's point, we met Rob Gill 3 years ago. He had 5 agents working for him. He now has 19, on his way to 50 this year, with massive expansion, because yes is not only relevant for a client, it's relevant for marketing dynamics, strategic partnerships, of course, as well as recruiting people and having people say yes, stay, and grow. So thank you again very much, Tally, for being here. Ernie, loved you, loved your energy, loved your Hudson County directness via Bergen County. So thank you for being here, man. And what say you? How's your day today?
You're on mute.
This dude's got so much business going on. He's got to keep serving clients. It's outstanding.
I was just going to say a very interesting conversation. I could always learn after being in the business 40 years. And if I was going to sum it up, I think I'm going to use a phrase that's been mentioned many times. People don't care how much you know, as long as they know how much you care. So that's the way I try to sell.
Ernie, final. Did you know Eddie Ford, the Fa from Jersey City, the newspaper writer and sports journalist, or no?
Yeah, he did an article about me when I was running. I believe it was Eddie Fa in the New Jersey Reporter.
Yeah, that is super cool. And he's obviously passed away. He was a dear.
Yeah, back in 2006, I think, right?
I think that. Let me think how old my son was. Somewhere in that vicinity for sure. It was in year 2000. I put I was captain of the Columbia baseball team. I would not have gotten there without him. He put me on a marketing stage as a baseball player back in Old Dominion. A whole bunch of kids from Hudson and Bergen County. He was extraordinary, and I named the club baseball team after him. So again, thank you, Ernie, for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cecilia. How was your day on the Real Raw? Outstanding job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. You guys are all so awesome. And I really appreciate just being here and hearing everyone is really great. Thank you.
Well, appreciate Cecilia. Wonderful job. Suja, thank you for jumping in last minute and having Bella make you magically appear from the ether. So thank you. And how was today for you, Suja?
No, it was definitely a good experience to push my comfort zone a little bit. Of course, I would have probably, been more comfortable if it was Canadian laws and I knew what I was talking about. I felt like I wasn't sure what New Jersey laws were or what crimes are there with respect to weed. But either way, I agree with the fact that every client is different and you have to approach them in a certain way, right? So I think that was a big takeaway from today.
So I have a Canadian attorney as my business partner, Fred Pinto. He's a IP, innovation law, super dynamic person. So we have many intersections with the great nation of Canada.
I'll definitely look them up. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. So thank you for that, Sujit. Bella Verita, outstanding as always. And let me just tell you this, Bella is a warrior for building, growing, scaling, doing the things in business. And Bella, it is always a pleasure and extraordinary and fun to watch you do your thing. So how was today for you? And what'd you think of my interactions with Ernie?
It was incredible, Sean. You know, we have a lot of fun on this show, but the thing that is truly present for me is lives are on the line. Like lives are on the line in business, lives are on the line in charities, lives are on the line. And being able to go from hello to yes saves lives. It saves lives physically, it saves businesses, because so many people are so stressed out, especially now, you know, with COVID. And you know, since I personally joined Unblinded, I remember, you know, 2 months in being at an event with you and hearing Tony Robbins say, there's no one that leads with more heart and more integrity. And before I came into Unblinded, I thought I knew a lot about growing businesses because I had built 2 7-figure companies before I came into Unblinded. And since I came in, not only, you know, have we been able to 5x our business, the way I lead my team is so dramatically different. And what you demonstrated today, you talk about speaking into the listening of others. And I see you have a lot of fun, and just the way that you were able to speak with Ernie and you know, speak into his listening was absolutely incredible and magical to watch. And I'm so grateful to be a part of this movement. And as a matter of fact, tonight I want to invite everyone back at 7 p.m. Sean actually unpacks, you know, what the formula is, how to go from hello to yes with anyone under any circumstances, so that, you know, you can save lives and have more time, money, and magic. And so it's something you do not want to miss. So go ahead and put yes in the chat if you'd like a personal invitation to that. We'll make sure the team gets that for you, because it is definitely something you don't want to miss. Sean, back to you.
No, thank you guys. And just for us, like, oh, okay, so you guys are like a nice little coaching thing. No, this is a partnership recruitment dynamic. And you're like, oh, network marketing? No, we're building partnerships and relationships with people that are serious business folks, training, developing, accelerating. My dear friend and partner, Rob Gill, that I mentioned earlier, he took his company from 5 agents to 19 agents in a little over 2.5 years. And 4 of those agents, the new agents, became $1 million roundtable people in their first year. So how to do that, how to go from 8 sales meetings a month that Rob was having to 350, how people scale like Bella, how people are building, growing, and doing. That's what we teach. That's what we do. That's what we live here. I do own a 125-person law firm that we have the top jury verdicts. We've collected nearly $500 million from medical provider clients. So we do have fun, and we are serious business people creating impact in the world. And we are very grateful for your time, your energy, and being here. And if you want to see how to take wherever you are, and you want to double your business, or you want to cut your time working in it over 12 months in half, or you want to double, triple, quadruple your impact, meaning how much money you can raise for charity, how you could be a different level of leadership in your recruitment, come tonight and you'll hear people tell mind-blowing stories, including the entire background of what all this is. If not, thank you for your time today. We really greatly appreciate it. But if you do want more, either more money or more time and scaling or more magic, this is the place, guaranteed. We love you. We thank you. We appreciate you. Happy Mastering Monday. Great job, Bella. See you guys soon. Thanks.